Good morning, everyone. It's Joe here, and it is bright and early Wednesday morning. And I just wanted to share with you a few thoughts that I had this morning about, well, being rich, honestly. And I noticed that let's look at a few of the wealthiest people in the United States. Let's think about Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates. All of them have one thing in common, aside from being filthy, stinking rich, which is that not a single one of them has a college education. Or a complete college education, I should say. Now, why is that? Now, of course, I'm not saying, getting a college education is going to mean that you can never be a wealthy person. Certainly, a great many people who do not have college educations, indeed, the vast majority, are at the bottom of the economic ladder. But what is it that propelled those three, among others, there are others, to the top of the economic ladder? Why is it that not having a college education, this thing that we place so much of our faith in, was not necessary for these three to reach some of the highest economic prosperity that this country has ever seen? I mean, it's projected that Bill Gates will be the first non college educated trillionaire in the United States by 2027. In 10 years. So I think the first thing that I should start with is think about getting a college education this way. It's a really, really good idea, first and foremost. But you have to be aware of one very simple fact of getting a college education, which is that at college you are being trained to occupy a certain economic niche, which is just above those who don't, the majority of those who do not have a bachelor's, and below those who have a master's or a PhD or whatever. And if you get a master's, then you move up the economic niche. If you get a PhD, you move up the economic niche that you can work in as far as the vast majority goes. But along the way, you're racking up loads of debt and spending a lot of time in school. So, here are my thoughts about why folks like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg reached such great heights. It wasn't just because they had great ideas. Sure, they had great ideas. Loads of people have great ideas. Loads of broke and impoverished people have great ideas. Successful people have great execution. It's as simple as that. Going into it a little bit more, successful people have not only great execution, but they also have great drive, and they add a lot of value for the other people in their lives. They did what they loved to do, and they were successful with it. And I sincerely believe that if all of us were to simply do every day the things that we love to do, we would all be successful. Maybe we all wouldn't be filthy, stinking rich, but I believe that we would make a decent salary and, well, and be happy. And that's honestly the most important thing. For some people, like these three men that I just talked about, it resulted in great wealth as well. But if it results in happiness, that's the most important thing. So, yeah, I'm going to share with you some thoughts by Mark Passio. I don't know if any of you have heard of him, but one of his famous quotes basically goes like this: we cannot achieve anything of any great importance while at the same time being preoccupied with the idea of making a steady income. And he says that this is, excuse my French, why the whole country is going down a bloody shithole. His words exactly. So that kind of makes you take a step back, doesn't it? It's not as simple as getting a college degree, getting a master's. These things condition us to believe that simply by merit of having a bachelor's degree, we are already primed to be successful within the bachelor niche. We're not. It's not true. You are going to be just as successful as you allow yourself to be. You are going to be just as successful as you let yourself be. Gary Vaynerchuk, who I talked about in my video yesterday, likes to talk about how our brains are capable of so much. And you know what? Napoleon Hill, in his book, Think and Grow Rich, this is exactly what he was talking about. Our brains are capable of literally anything. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. But just about anything. If we can think of it, we can do it. I have to believe that. And I'd like you to as well. We just have to get out of our own bloody way. We have to tear down barriers, mix things up, break the mold. Go on a freaking road trip on Sunday afternoon. Just drive 2 hours in one direction. See where you find yourself. If it doesn't need to be a major city. You can have a great experience in a little town, an eye-opening experience, an experience that makes you think, wow, this life is beautiful. This life is worth living. This is an experience that's worth sharing. Let me make a video. Or write a blog. Or make a podcast. Let me record my thoughts and add value for somebody. That's what we need to be doing every single day. Adding value. Because when every single one of us adds value for everyone else, when every single one of us just simply documents what we're doing, and other people in our lives, it doesn't need to be everybody, but other people in our lives find some value, then we will have shared prosperity. And that is my ultimate mission. I want to have shared prosperity for everyone in my life. I want everything that I do to add value for other people in my life. Anyway, that's it for this video, and I will see you all tomorrow.